G'day tradies, it's Jamie here with another BCM Tough Test, and check this out. Bosch have come at us with an awesome new product. They've got the new bi-turbo range. Now this is something that we're going to be hearing a pile of in the future. And today we've got the GCM 18V 216mm Mitre Saw. This thing's an absolute beast. Let's check it out in a little bit more detail right now. So the new bi-turbo brushless technology is producing 1600 watts of power. So that's the equivalent of a corded miter saw. And when in combination with the 8 amp hour battery, the power combo just takes off on its own. This thing has got super power and it's going to match any corded drop saw out there. I know there's been a lot of companies that have said similar claims before. Other competitors have achieved that 1600 watt cordless power before, but they've needed 2 batteries to do it. So this is the first time that a company's managed to get that much power off a single battery. So to achieve that 1600 watt power with the new bi-turbo cordless power, a lot of it's got to do with the new motor, but it's also coming down to the awesome ProCore battery range. Their Cool Pack 2 technology, which is basically keeping the battery twice as cool, meaning the overall lifetime of the battery is twice as long as previous lithium-ion batteries. Bosch are claiming this is the best battery in the world on the market today, and part of that comes down to the DuraShield housing that they've put into place. It's got laser welding and there's copper cell connections which are all combining to produce a pile of power. So as the name suggests, this is a 216mm blade, and when it comes to cutting capacity, this beast from Bosch has actually got the largest cutting capacity in its class of 70mm by 270mm. So you can cut some great good thick sections of timber from 0 to 45 degrees on the vertical. You're going to be getting 70mm to 45mm. On the cutting capacity on the horizontal, from 0 to 45, you're going to be looking at 270mm through to 190mm. And when you're talking about your miter cuttings on both the left and the right, you've got 47 degrees. And when it comes to your bevel, you've got another 45 degrees. You've got plenty of cutting options to get perfect miters every time. So you can see the bevels and miters are super smooth to find your perfect angles with your presets at 15, 22.5 and 45. So this upper part of the guide fence is nice and movable and adjustable to make really nice safe bevel cuts up to 45 degrees. Another great little feature here is the laser guide cutting line, which is going to give you super accurate and precise cuts every time. And there's also a nice little LED that illuminates the whole area to help getting that cut even more precise. One other little standout feature that's definitely worth mentioning is this is the only saw on the market that doesn't require a tool to change the blade. The SDS feature means you can basically just nice and quickly change that blade without having to look around for a tool. It's going to save you a pile of time. So the GCM 18V 216's got this great little ergonomic handle which makes it super easy for one-handed carrying. When you're pulling it out of the car or setting up on site, this handle makes carrying an absolute breeze. This great little dust collector's done a fantastic job of not spraying sawdust all across the site, which is awesome for everybody's lungs. So you can also hook up a vacuum to the system, but even just the bag on its own has done a great job. So BCM tradies, I hope you've really appreciated the new technology that's on board with the Bosch Mitre Saw. This thing's been an absolute beast. It has really impressed. The runtime, the power, the cutting capabilities, we really put some nice thick sections through there. Didn't struggle one little bit. We've been running with this now for a couple of days. The same battery hasn't needed a recharge, so I'm thoroughly impressed. So thanks so much for tuning in for another BCM Tradie Tough Test. Hope you guys and girls out there stay really safe. Until next time, we'll catch you really soon.